Crate-trained dogs tend to be able to cope better with anxiety and are typically better trained in general. By continually rewarding your dog for spending time in his crate, you lead him to view the crate as a safe haven where he could relax and get away from it all, rather than as a jail cell where he will be punished. Hand signals teach your dog to pay attention to his human companions. Natural canine communication is not verbal, it's visual. Starting off with hand signals and then adding the verbal cues later encourages your dog to watch you closely and be more in tune with you. The real-life reward system is a way to teach your dog the relevance of what sit actually means throughout the day. Your dog should understand that when she sits, she gets a reward. To play with that toy that you are showing her, or to eat the food in the bowl that you are holding, or to go through the door that you are ready to open for her. The sit is your dog's ready position, and it should become her way of saying, "Please, may I?" Dogs love making trades for something of equal or greater value. If you teach your dog that bringing you a particular toy or object will result in him receiving a more desirable alternative, such as a tasty treat or a toy he particularly loves, your dog will be less likely to guard, growl, run away, and hide or bite when you try to grab things from him. Socialize your dog with lots of other dogs and people in a variety of different environments. Take him everywhere and monitor his reactions to different situations. When looking for a family dog, some important things to consider are family allergies, family activity level, the breed's temperament, and how big the dog will become once he reaches adulthood. Then sit down as a family and talk about the type of dog you want that matches your family's needs. If it's a purebred, do research by talking to people who are owners of that particular breed, and then contact a reputable breeder. If it's a shelter dog, make several visits to the shelter and hire a trainer to go with you. Positive reinforcement focuses on the good behavior your dog already has. The more you reward those good behaviors, the more your dog will offer those behaviors in the future. When I get a new dog, I introduce him to a variety of treats, toys, and games. Once I find out what the dog prefers, I now have control over the dog's games and treats, thereby also taking greater control over the dog. Every member of the family should participate in the dog's positive reinforcement training process. Even toddlers, always with adult supervision, can get involved. They can scoop food into the dog's bowl and even hand feed the dog. This shows the dog that the toddler is a benevolent friend and in charge of his food, and in return, the dog will show greater respect for that child. Training a dog is extremely important because it teaches him how to live in the world and function in our society. To not train a dog would put him at a huge disadvantage. Training goes on for a lifetime, but it just gets easier over time. Just remember, the earlier a dog starts to learn, the better and longer your dog will continue learning over his lifetime.
there any believe the coverage this is getting?
It is spectacular. And well deserved. We got a bunch of...
You don't